took a bike ride earlier today, and I found a sign that said duck pond, and I made it all the way up the hill, a couple of miles, and I was so pumped to see the duck in the pond. And when I finally got there, this behind me is what I saw. In fact, I went back to the hotel where I'm staying, showered, and came back in my car just to show you the duck in the pond. And on my bike down, I was so kind of disappointed, and I thought, isn't that how we live our Christian life? We are so tired, striving, working towards the thing that we think we're going to find. We get to the top of the hill and we see nothing but a bust. This is our duck in our pond, and we're asking God, like, God, how could you do this to me? And I got to thinking about Abraham. In Romans chapter 4, we're told the story of Abraham. If you remember, God had promised Abraham a son, except he had turned 100 years old, and it certainly looked impossible in human eyes. His wife was 90 years old, and so she was well past the age of childbirth. And yet we're told in Romans 4 that Abraham believed in hope against hope. How do you believe in hope against hope? And yet that is the place that Abraham chose to live. See, if you looked at the landscape of Abraham's life, it looked like this. This was the duck in the pond in his life, and yet he looked, his eyes were not fixed on the duck in the pond, his eyes were fixed on the Lord. And in that moment of faith, he said, God, I believe that you can do that which you've promised in my life. And he saw the fulfillment of the promise. Did you know that the thing that stands in the way of God's fulfillment of his promises in your life is your disbelief? It says in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6, that without faith it is impossible to please God. But you know, even more importantly, I think, is the reminder that the Christian walk isn't about a duck in a pond. The Christian life isn't about where we're going, but who we're going with. This path that I'm walking on is such a reminder of that. We're on a journey in the Christian walk, and we're not alone. God is with us always. If we would just wake up to that, listen, the duck in the pond would become irrelevant. God can change those things in a minute. I don't know what it is that you're waiting on God for today. Maybe it looks like this, pretty barren in your life right now. You believe in hope against hope like Abraham did, and see God do the impossible. Hey, if you like this Faith Booster, press the like button, leave a comment, share this with your friends, come back and watch next time. I love you guys, but more importantly, God loves you and has a perfect plan for your life.
From the pain.